Hello, and welcome to this Divine Partnership Coaching video. It's going to be a part of the Twin Flame Dream Guidance series. I'm still working on the name for it. I might change it up later. Please let me know if you have a wonderful idea for what it should be called. I actually wanted to talk about how to utilize dream time to help you with your twin flame journey. There's two tips that I'm going to give you off the bat. The first one is if you are not already having dreams and you would like to, simply ask Spirit, Source, Guide, Zeus, whoever it is that you find most called to connect with spiritually, and ask them simply when you go to sleep, go to bed, ask them to bring you dreams. And you can ask for specific dreams, like you can ask for a dream about what's going on with you, or guidance, or what's going on with your divine counterpart, whatever you would like. And it doesn't always happen like the first time, so keep it up and reward yourself for doing it in the first place, practicing it, and then reward yourself when you actually do have a dream, and make sure even before you have the dream to express gratitude to your higher power for helping you with that, because even if you're not necessarily seeing the progress, it is happening. The second, well, actually, let's make it 3 tips. The second tip that I'm going to offer is that if you are having dreams, but by the time that you get up, you've forgotten them already, or you're only able to remember a small portion, and it really feels like there was a significant purpose to the dreams, then before you go to bed, ask that you have dreams that you are able to remember until you are able to write them down, and simply set that intention with your inner being and trust that it will work, and you'll start to notice that that will happen. And the third thing is, if you have dreams, whether asked for or not, and you don't recall exactly what is in them, but it feels really important. Typically, my rule is whatever you remember of the dream is what you are supposed to know. However, there are many times that we will have dreams and we will recall having a dream but not remember what happened in the dream, or will remember what it was about but not the details of it. Journal the feelings that you got in that case. Journal any colors that came to you, and any thoughts that come out as a consequence of writing those down are important, so write them down. So maybe you had like a really powerful dream about circus, like a circus going on, and you and your divine counterpart were in it, but when you wake up, all you can remember is that it had to do with a circus. You don't recall what exactly went on in there. You know that you and your counterpart were in the dream, but you can recall seeing a lot of red, or you remember that there was an elephant in the dream or something like that. Like, write those things down, and then look up what is the significance of the color red. Oftentimes it's connected to the root chakra, has to do with home and fear and reproductive system and roots and things like that. And what is the significance of elephants? Like, it could be connected to Ganesh, or it could be about big dreams, or it could be about, wow, sorry, I was just actually having a recollection about a dream that I had about elephants, which I did write down, and actually I had a counselor kind of talk through with me a little bit about what the dream may have meant, which I might provide in a different video. But for right now, once you've gotten down those basic habits and you've gotten a fairly good amount of dream journaling going on, and especially once you've started to connect with the 5D realms, which is very connected to dream time. I'm not sure there is a whole lot of difference. I do feel like there's some difference, but there's a lot of overlap. So dreaming is a often underutilized space to do work. I think a lot of us really feel like we have to do all of our healing work and things like that while we're awake. And the funny thing is, we often are not very good at doing healing work when we're awake. But what you can do is when you lay down to go to sleep, especially when you've gotten the practice of recalling your dreams, journaling your dreams, and things like that, and you can either simply ask that your benevolent guides, benevolent ancestors, whoever you want to connect with, help you and your twin to do healing work together in the dream time. And then don't set any expectation or anything about that when you go to do it. Just allow whatever to happen. And trust that even if you don't recall having any dreams or doing the dream work, that it has happened. And then after you've asked for that to happen, whether you remember the dream or not, really pay attention to what happens that day or the things that you notice that change. Like, do you feel a little lighter? Is your connection with your partner a little bit better or a little bit harder? Or, do you recall having any sort of flashes of things that are important, memory, future moment, a symbol, a pentacle, a sense that you need to talk to somebody in particular, things like that. Those can be synchronicities, which are communication from the universe and or your 5D self, your partner's 5D self, letting you know that work has been done and that you can use some of that energy to keep it going during the day. And especially don't discount napping. You can also, if you feel really, really tired, it could be one, um, well, I'm not going to go into a list. For the purposes of this video, it could be that your divine partner is calling you into the dream time to do some sort of significant dream work. So, if you're feeling like you really need to take a nap, go ahead and do it. And, say, thank you, Spirit, for the healing work that my twin and I are able to do in this time. And also don't discount just doing healing work for yourself. Because as you heal, they heal. So you're not being selfish, you're not leaving them out, you're not delaying like connection work together, and it's actually better for you to focus on work that you're doing for yourself on yourself, especially as many of our divine partners need to learn that sort of self-care, self-worth, and self-appreciation. um, I'll do a little more, I'm going to say, advanced videos in terms of utilizing Dreamtime in this way, but for right now, I hope this is a good primer. Please let me know if you have any specific questions or feedback in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe.